we are going ahead and finishing the cylinder head job by adjusting the valve lash on both the intake and exhaust sides of the new cylinder head. My cylinder head just came back from the machine shop. They of course have to torque everything down and put everything into spec, but I need to go ahead and make sure that, you know, the valve lash is correct. The valve lash really is like a tedious thing. It's a back and forth process of adjusting it too tight, too loose, but then you find it just right. And what we are doing here is using the 0.007 for the intake side and the 0.009 for the exhaust side. This one here feels good, but this one here has a lot of play. This really isn't a hard process, but there are steps to it, and you need to do it in the right firing order. It's kind of a back and forth game of seeing what's tight and what's loose. Okay, maybe a little tighter. So you start with the engine at top dead center. So of course the cylinder head needs to be timed up according to the block. And then you start with cylinder 1. You then go to cylinder 3, 4, and then 2. All the while you are adjusting the cam gear so that the valves are open and closed at the right times when you're adjusting. Because you want that bit of drag, but not like get stuck and you have to yank the thing out.
Try now. Yeah, you don't want it to not go through at all, but the drag, yeah, you want that drag.
Yeah, that feels good. Well, so they do say, you know, like you could try the 0.10, and you want to make sure that the 0.10 doesn't fit in there. All right. This one's definitely tight. Oh, that one's totally loose. The abuse that this engine will be going through. You know, it's going to be high revs all the time. So I really want this thing to be within spec. And, you know, it really is worth doing this job. I know before when I originally got this engine and put it in, started it up, you know, it sounded fine. It just was what it was. I went ahead and did a valve lash adjustment before the last track day, and wow, like I really noticed the difference. The engine just seemed to run smoother at every RPM range. So at idle, it totally sounded different. It was super quiet, super smooth. It just seemed to just idle so much better than before I had done the valve lash adjustment. And then especially once you're revving this engine up, it just feels different. I don't know how else to really say that. It just runs so much smoother and so much better as it was designed to. Yeah, that one was way loose. Yeah, super, super loose. So as I've said, it is kind of a back and forth process. You know, you're doing the intake and exhaust side all at the same time. And like I said, you have to go into that firing order. Try to tighten it. It should tighten up just a bit on me. So 1, 3, 4, 2, and you're adjusting the cam gear as you go. You can find all these instructions online. This isn't supposed to be like a step-by-step video here, but you know, I'm just showing the process as we did it. I'd say it's about the same.
It's good.
Yeah. All right, so now moving the camshaft over. The up position is off on the left here. And going in the firing order, we're going from 1, we're now doing cylinder 3, intake and exhaust side. That's a little tight. Okay, definitely loose. Getting tighter. Yeah, nice drag.
Nice one. How does it feel?
Tight. That's good. Tighten a little more. That's nice.
That's nice.
Whoa.
Whoa. Oh, okay.
All right, dude.
That's cool, man.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, too tight on that one. So that one's good. Okay, loose.
How is it?
Pretty much.
Is it loose?
Just slightly a little bit tighter. Nah, it seems good.
Good?
And good. Now we're doing cylinder number 4. The up mark, yeah, in the down position. pretty right on, just slightly. Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
there?
Mm-hmm. Little tighter. Perfect.
Right there?
Yep. We should have ordered subs earlier. I didn't know.
Fine, dude. I'm probably better I don't eat. Hopefully they don't got them working over there.
They put them behind the counter.
They're like, Trav? Left to do cylinder 2.
Yep, cylinder 2, up position to the right. Okay, so intake side's what I got. Too tight. Too loose. Almost. Too tight. Oop, yep. Loose. Perfect. Yeah, that's nice. Tighten that. Alright, so we got the valve cover back on. Pretty much everything is back together. Just got to put some spark plugs in this thing. Then we're going to do oil, coolant, and put it down and check for any fuel leaks before we start it up. Like you said, that didn't sound good. Maybe like, yeah. The rest of them, they were. Alright, so we started the car. We had a little bit of coolant dripping down there, you saw. I'm pretty sure it was just us being dumb and we missed this intake manifold bolt right here. I'm wiggling this thing with my finger. I don't know if you can see that. That may have just been something we overlooked, and I think that's what the problem is. So we're just trying to button that up, and then we'll see how it goes. So hard to get anything in there.
It's the worst.
No real leaking. That one spot's from before. Okay. No bubbles in the coolant so far, so that's good. We're gonna go ahead and put this thing down on the ground. I'm gonna drive it around the neighborhood just a little bit, and then we'll see how she goes when we get back. So I already went and drove this thing around my neighborhood. It is coming really good so far.
Feels good. Feels ready to race.
Yeah.
That's it.
So this is not any type of, how's it performing review. We're just kind of warming this thing up. We're going to bring it back home, make sure it's in time, check for any leaks, anything like that. That one little leak y'all saw was part of the intake manifold on the side. Thing just wasn't bolted up enough. That was my fault. But that's just something you got to do. You got to go back and check all the bolts, make sure everything's good, and that's what I'll be doing. So a huge thank you to Travis and Dusan for coming up. These guys always help out, man, and I always appreciate them. So show them some love in the comments, please. And next time out, I'm going to hopefully be doing like a big full-on review of how the car is driving, and we'll be talking about what's going to be coming up, hopefully for the next track day. We're hoping to get Dusan, Juan, myself, Trav, and I'm thinking a few of the guys at work who work with me want to come out. So, Trav doesn't know that yet. But, so it'll be cool. Stay tuned for more videos, guys. Thanks for watching.